Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show and Innsbruck in Austria, because we're here for the IFSC World Cup and, of course, hanging out in the Black Diamond studio, checking out some tasty gear.
Tasty gear, Matt.
They've left us alone in here. Like, there's no one here.
Apart from the two people down the end of the room.
They can't see. We've shut all the doors.
There's a lot of gear behind you that looks...
Would they know?
Rather nice.
You know I'm a backpack guy. There's a lot of backpacks.
There's a lot of backpacks here. You could smuggle a whole bunch of people out of these backpacks. They're so big.
I thought you were going for like gear. I thought I could like put gear in, but no people.
No, I'm just kind of
it's fine,
the
whatever.
roomy spaciousness of them.
I'm into cams, you're into smuggling people. It's fine, no problem.
Right, what's up first?
Well, we should chat about IFSC because we're here for, I'm here for the commentating for the World Cups. We're doing a little bit with Black Diamond.
As bit stuff with Black Diamond.
Yeah, exactly. We've got an exciting week IFSC-wise.
Yes.
So, speed climbing European champs.
Sure.
Tomorrow. And then we've got paraclimbing, first paraclimbing comp in 2 years.
Very exciting.
Very, very excited. I'm learning so many new terms that I didn't know before.
Yeah.
And then boulder and lead. So it's everything.
And what are we most excited about at this competition, Matt?
I'm genuinely excited by the paraclimbing. I'm scared because I've never commented on paraclimbing.
Sure.
And as I said, a lot of terms to use.
Sure.
But I think paraclimbing is incredible. Like, I was chatting to a guy last night on Instagram. He was like, oh yeah, I climb AA+. And I'm like, I've done one. This guy is missing, I think his lower leg is missing something. No, hip replacement, total hip, like no hips.
Okay.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to watch those guys crushing.
Next level.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the other competitions, there's the lead, the speed, and the boulder. Do you know who's coming?
The big names are back. So we were missing Adam in that last competition in Salt Lake. He seems to have recovered from that.
He had an injury, right?
He had a bit of a shoulder tweak.
Yeah.
I think, at this point, so close to the Olympics, I think a lot of athletes have just been like, just careful, really, really careful. But you've got all the big names here. Big Japanese team have come over. American teams are here. It feels like a pressure cooker at the moment. Like the Olympics are coming closer. This is a huge event.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very, very good tester for the athlete's mindset before they come into the Olympics.
Yeah, just to prove that we are here, there's some B-roll being playing over
right
there.
now. It's beautiful, lovely B-roll.
It's very nice. But no, but there's no crowds either as well.
No crowds, but what happens is the athletes all sit in the arena and they all support each other. So this happened in Meiringen, so it feels like a crowd, but like the most educated crowd in the world.
Yeah, right.
It's like...
Give me some really good beta. Are they allowed to like spray some beta on,
they're
on
just
the
like
wall?
this. No,
they're not allowed to do that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Any kind of like talking points that you've heard of? Anything?
Jess is missing.
Yeah.
Finger strain from what I heard from Black Diamond. So that's a shame. Home crowd, obviously.
Jakob's climbing.
Jakob's climbing. Yeah. I mean, we've got all the big names.
Big names are here, right?
Yeah. This is the comp. I think it's outside. It's super hot. Okay. This could be interesting. I know the finals take place in the evening.
Yeah.
But the semi-finals take place now, like midday-ish, in a couple of days' time. That could be interesting. It is shelter, but you and me have climbed on those Innsbruck walls. We know how hot they are.
Yeah, I mean, I could only do like 770 plus on the hottest day.
And you struggled on that a little bit, and then it all went well.
Yeah, and then I put some chalk on and it was fine.
It was absolutely fine.
No, it's very exciting. It's going to be good, and it's very exciting to be here as well.
It is, isn't it? It feels like Buzzy, one of our first big trips of the year.
Yeah,
Thank you,
good
Black
luck
Diamond.
with the commentary, Matt.
Thank you very much. I'm incredibly nervous. Be nice, people. Please be nice on the comments.
People are normally nicer, right?
They're okay. I get some stick. I like a bit of stick, though. You've got to keep me grounded.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself in line.
Exactly. But we need to crack on with proper news. And we're starting with Pete Whittaker on Profile Wall. Profile Wall in Norway was made famous by the climb recovery drink. Pete has climbed another line on the face called Feta Lake, a trad climb with 8A+ difficulties. It has a pretty insane looking move in the middle of it, requiring a massive stretch to swap from crack to a groove.
That move looks ridiculous.
It's a classic Pete, isn't it? Remember that move he did with his, I'm going to try to do this, but it's not, the heel above his head?
He must do like a lot of yoga.
I don't know. I've never seen him do yoga. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's a secret yoga guy.
Ooh. I don't know why I said ooh,
they're
like
actually the worst.
Controversy.
Yeah. They're not. They're just not very nice people. Secret yoga people.
Wow, secret yoga. If you're a secret yogari.
Secret yogari. Yeah, if you do yoga, tell people. Otherwise, you're not a nice person.
Right. If you haven't grammed it, does it even happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he just stretches. It doesn't have to be yoga.
How did this turn into yoga? We're talking about trad climbing.
Anyway, I always think you're right though, with him he's just got these insane moves, and I think for him what sets him apart from a lot of climbers is his like dogged determination to just carry on. Like he tried that stretch move over like multiple times. I don't know. It's like trying to reach up to the top of to get the biscuits from the top of the shelf.
Yeah.
And it's quite a lot out of reach, and after a while you're like, I can't get it.
Yeah,
Mum and Dad were pretty clever. They put it just out of reach. I can't get the cookies.
Right.
He's like, right, I'm going to grow an extra couple of inches. I'm going to make myself grow. I'm going to make my body do stuff that it shouldn't really be able to do.
Yeah.
I'm impressed always by Pete. Very good.
Pete, big kid, heard it here first.
Pete, big kid, what?
Cookie stealer. Pete Whittaker, cookie stealer. Pete
Yeah,
Whittaker.
exactly. All those years stealing cookies has eventually paid off.
Nice.
Right, what's up next?
You.
Sorry. Siebe Vanhee has done some climbing. Sebastian Berthe and Siebe Vanhee have made the first ground-up free ascent of the 20-pitch Fly on Staldenfluh in Switzerland, as reported by Planet Mountain. It was first freed by Alex Magos in 2014 and repeated by Cedric Lechat in 2019. Siebe and Sebastian took a portal edge and spent 3 days on the wall, working and sending the crux pitches. They both think it might be a bit easier than currently graded, but think it's a great route. So the route was initially graded 8C. They think it's more like an 8B+. But I remember when Alex climbed this back in 2014, it was back when he was like on his meteoric rise.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm going to go into this really hard multi-pitch. I made the second ascent of it, I think, but made the first ascent of it.
Yeah, first ascent, yeah.
And it spent ages on the route. And it was just like this super young climber that never done a multi-pitch before.
Yeah.
It was this iconic picture of him looking very bedraggled on the portal edge. Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Oh man, it was amazing. Anyway, so it's a very impressive ascent that they've gone and done it. Belgian climbers, very much like the Belgian football team, are very good.
Yes.
Very good. Imagine if Kevin De Bruyne was a climber. I reckon he'd be something like Siebe Vanhee or Sebastian Berthe.
Sean Villanueva on that lot on a portal edge.
Sean Villanueva on a football pitch would be amazing.
He would be good. We've actually got an interview with him coming for Climbing Daily soon.
Excellent.
Yes. So
When's
sideways
that being
action.
done?
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's in the schedule.
We've got interviews with people, and they're going to come out soon. What's up next?
Next up is me, and we're doing a little bit of an 8C roundup. Giuliano Cameroni has climbed La Force Tronqui, an 8C in Magic Wood, as reported by 8A.NU. The boulder was first put up by Daniel Woods. Giuliano first tried it in 2016. He fell off the top out in 2018 and finally sent it second try in 2021. This is the fourth ascent of this line. As reported by 8A.NU, Stefan Voigt has sent Sil for Talent, an 8C in Magic Wood. In an interview on 8A.NU, he says it's the hardest line he's ever done, although he thinks it should be 8C and not the current 8C+. Finally, and we couldn't find much info on this, apart from a little write-up on 8A.NU, Gordon Anderson has repeated the Daniel Woods 8C Dictopia. Gordon Anderson is a bit of an enigma, it turns out.
I am a big fan of the name Gordon Anderson.
Why?
Don't know, it just sounds like some kind of old school UK trad head ticking off random
8C
boulders and really techie, nasty stuff in the back of Lake District in the 80s.
Right.
Or Gordon, the 90s even.
Gordon, if you're watching this, message us
sounds
your
like it sounds a
photo.
bit Scottish as well, to be honest.
Gordon Anderson here.
There you go.
Claiming
Something like
boulders. What an accent. Beautiful accent.
Is Dictopia near Ball of Dicks?
Yeah, it's
and
one of
Wall
them.
Dicks
It's that. Yeah.
What? I don't know what that's all about. It's got a whole bunch of routes just named after...
Someone had one thing on the brain when they climbed.
A phallus theme.
A phallus theme.
They got in a bit of a phallus rut.
Wow. A phallus rut.
A phallus rut when it came to naming stuff. And then they just couldn't get out of it.
Right.
And maybe, I don't know how they got out of it. Maybe.
I've been in a few phallus ruts myself, to be honest. It's
Dictopia sounds like they were in the midst of the phallus rut.
Right. I have so many images running through my brain right now. It's terrible. That's the 8C roundup because there were loads of them this week. And you've got a 9A roundup with less dicks in it.
Can't believe there's such a thing as a 9A roundup, but here it is. Silvio Refo has climbed Sever the Wicked Hand in the Frankenjura. This was reported by 8A.NU, where there is also a write-up. This is his first 9A since 2018, and he's training hard this summer. Nigel Arminio has done his first 9A Coupe des Rats in Fleron, as reported by ate.nu. He did it in 6 sessions. He thinks it might be soft 9A or hard 8C+. Finally, news we missed last week, Stefan Vogt and Linus Ratz has climbed Unendircht Geschichte, a 9A in Magic Wood. It climbs through Neverending Story before topping out using quick draws.
Pronounce that again.
Now, for that last one, yeah, exactly. For the last one, if there's any Germans who think that my pronunciation wasn't correct, I was actually speaking in the local dialect.
Yes, Magic Wood dialect.
Magic Wood dialect. So if you have any questions, go talk to the guys in Magic Wood. There's a farmer there. He's probably had a couple of drinks and he'll tell you that my pronunciation is correct.
For those of you who didn't understand Hugo's pronunciation, it's basically so if you do Neverending Story, the massive 8B+.
Yes.
And then you continue, and
Yes.
there's like 3 bolts, and he stuck a few extra in for the slab
Yes.
at the top. So it's
Okay.
like you climb it as a boulder
Yeah.
with a harness on,
Yeah.
then you clip the rope into the first one, then you finish it off,
Yeah.
and it's about 9A.
Apparently there's an extension to it whereby once you top out,
Right.
there's a pathway just above it.
Yeah.
And there's some bolts on the wood post.
Yeah.
And you just have to keep clipping the bolts and they keep going until you get to the car park.
Yeah.
It's actually a route nobody's ever done it before because nobody can be bothered.
Well, there's
But
a
there is
bridge as
actually-
well, so maybe
yeah.
it goes under the bridge. And
Yeah,
then,
I think, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But people just haven't linked it together. There's so much potential in Magic Wood for new routage.
I don't want to put it out there, but I have done the path routes.
Did you clip the bolts?
I've sent it, yeah.
Did you clip the bolts?
Yeah.
Or did you free solo it?
I don't really want to talk about it on Climbing Daily because obviously we have policies about free soloing.
Sure.
But let's just say some bolts were clipped,
Yeah.
some weren't.
This is the thing. It goes back to the debate of, if you do a hard part of a climb, but you don't top it out, have you done the climb?
It's a good question, yeah.
So if you've done this and you haven't done the extension to the car park, have you actually done it just because you couldn't be bothered to top it off?
Exactly. In a seamless transition here,
Yes.
I wanted to talk about
Can we stop talking about this now?
Sleepwalker sit video, the Mumello video,
The Movello video.
the 9A, second world's 9A,
Of course,
which
yeah.
was released last night.
course.
And the reason I'm linking it is because it's really good. You should go and watch it. It's embedded on the website.
Sure.
He tops the 9A.
Yeah.
It doesn't melt down, but he's on the V2 slab bit. Like calls for his mates to send him like chalk because you have to top out the boulder. It's bloody massive. So he's just standing there having done like one of the hardest climbs in the world.
Yeah.
And he's looking up at this slab being like, I've got to top it out.
But then, but that goes to show you that like they're not machines, and like even they after like a hard bit of climbing, they're just like,
My legs would be shaking. I
Yeah.
do this thing whenever I do a climb I really want to send and I get past the crux, I get so nervous. Like my legs just go.
yeah. I imagine it does for them as well. He's
Yeah, it
just
must
done the
do.
hardest little sequence of climbing.
Imagine
and
blowing it at the top. Slip off the V2, you break your legs and you haven't sent 9A.
The mental battle.
Crazy.
What's next?
9B roundup. Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you check?
Well, Pete's, but I don't think it's an E10.
What is it?
It's an 8A plus tread route.
That's not.
I don't know. Let's crack on with shop stuff, which is very relevant considering we're basically in a free shop right now.
Is all the stuff on sale?
Yeah, I've heard I can just take it.
Not for you, Matt. For our
Right.
audience.
No, you can't buy this stuff. But shop stuff, Unparalleled restock.
Yeah.
We did a big campaign with Unparalleled recently with Stasha. She was using the new flagship LV. Hasn't been released yet. Very exciting. But Unparalleled are kind of like a big brand, up and coming, aren't they? So that's a restock in the shop. Also, while you're about it, might as well pick up some Black Diamond gear. I've got
True.
very inspired by Black Diamond gear, obviously, being in this setting.
Yeah, and also there's a bit of a sneak preview. We can talk about it.
On Friday, we are
Yeah.
releasing a preview, 3 secret products that aren't being released till next year that Black Diamond have allowed us to film and talk about.
Loud that.
You what?
I said loud that.
Oh, I thought I said Laura.
Laura Rogora.
Laura Rogora.
But she's not a BD athlete.
Yes. No, she's not. But we've got some kit we're taking home with us to review.
Yeah.
Excited about that. So yeah, wait till Friday. You can check out the gear show and see what we're talking about.
Yeah. Very exciting. Yeah. Speaking of content, we got the latest.
Oh, gear show.
Kind of,
we
yeah.
were.
We got the latest episode in the series with Lariache. You know who Lariache is?
EpicTV athlete.
Mexican
climber.
lives in
Spain with a guy I know called Will.
Fine. I didn't know that, but that's
You
okay.
wanted to know some deets for you.
Anyway, episode 2. Here's a little clip.
La vía que escogí como proyecto esta temporada se llama la vía del Kim. Y bueno, inicialmente estaba buscando un proyecto que fuera como lo suficientemente duro, que me retara, pero también que no fuese como tan duro para que fuera un proyecto tan a largo plazo. Entonces, bueno, una amiga, Daila, me recomendó que la probara porque es una de las más populares y, bueno, como de las más icónicas de aquí de Racó de la Finestra. Entonces, probé algunas otras rutas, claro, pero bueno, después de que probé la vía del Kim me encantó porque es una ruta muy rara de encontrar, es una ruta muy concentrada de Power Endurance.
So she's getting pretty close to a project. I think it's like probably in the 8C region. So she's kind of working her way through the grades, but this is her latest one, and it's obviously her hardest one. She's projecting hard. I'm excited to see. There's 2 more episodes. I'm hoping that she's going to send it. There's no guarantees in this climbing life.
It's real life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Real life.
It's real life. We're trying to document it.
Right.
Stay tuned for more coming later on in the year.
Comment of the week time, and I haven't checked the email, so we're going to have to sing, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, there's not. We got sent something by Teresa.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Some guys. A collaboration, in fact.
That's a good point. Right, on screen, now.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Really, really good.
Beautiful.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I like the finale bit.
I do too. And if you guys want to join in on this, please do, because then we don't have to sing. Email your comment of the week songs to climb@epictv.com. Send us a DM, all the usual stuff, and then you can feature on the show and sing.
Absolutely.
Have you got one?
Have you got one?
I have. Mine is from, I mainly picked this for the name. Mine is from Adam Buxton. And the reason I picked that, Adam Buxton is a podcaster you and me used to listen to on long road trips.
I don't think it's the same Adam Buxton.
It definitely is.
It's not.
You think more than one person is called Adam Buxton? Come on, that's a rare name. Anyway, Adam Buxton says, @Matt. Don't know why he atted me, but thank you. What if I climb the sport route but thread the wire from nuts or cams through the bolts? The bolts could be considered features, and it's a placement of trad kit. We were talking last week about hybrid
Is that like
routes.
metal and metal then?
Well, there are people kind of do that. Some of you can do it, but I just think it's a cool. We were talking last week about trad and sport climbing and how you can combine them. Right? Imagine if you have to use bolts in creative ways. And yes, I appreciate the obvious dangers with what I'm saying. It's tongue in cheek, but you could I don't know. Yeah, you could put nuts in bolts. You could.
Is that good ethics?
Magnets. Terrible ethics. I just like the idea of someone doing a sport route but spending hours trying to rig the bolts with trad gear. It just made me laugh. Like micro cams through the middle of the bolt, tied off. Please don't do this at home. I appreciate it's a stupid idea, but it just made me laugh.
Excellent. I'm okay. Derek. He says, hey, team. We know I need the black EpicTV logo shirts go back in stock. I've been trying to buy some EpicTV swag and can't seem to ever check the site when the good stuff's in stock to justify the VAT and shipping shits to the rates. Please restock at least that one. And while I'm at it, you guys wear the coolest EpicTV logoed employee gear. How about selling some of it? Can we? Has? Derek.
He's a spell check, that.
Derek. No, I like the way he spells.
Do you like it?
It's fresh.
Desert.
Young.
Go Des. You're very branded right now. You got full branding.
So I got this hat. This isn't available. We're kind of testing it. We're just trying a few things, but yeah, eventually it will be available in the shop. But we want to basically drum up some kind of desire.
Do we?
Well, no, we're kind of just road testing it. But thanks, Derek, for your feedback. You can get this one with this.
Do you train for the 9B counter?
Yes,
You have done.
I have done once.
Yeah.
But we will eventually will come in stock. But in the meantime, we'll try and get the black stuff in stock. Thank you very much for that reminder, Derek. Hey.
That's it. We're done, I think.
Yes.
Finito.
That was excellent. Thanks very much.
That was good. Thank you. Cheers, Black Diamond, for letting us nick your studio space.
Are you going to be updating stuff on the Instagram stories or anything like that? Can people check out your progress of what's going on?
IFSC wise?
Yeah? You do that?
I don't know, really. I haven't got access to their Instagram.
Can you send me some photos and I can send you? I can put it up.
I'll keep updated. Yeah.
Little videos?
Yeah. If you want to watch any of this stuff, go to the IFSC YouTube channel. I think it's on Austrian Climbing Channel for the speed.
Mm-hmm.
It's all up there. You know the drill. Come and say hello.
Bye-bye.